Hi, I'm Nick. I identify as male. I remember being 5 years old and wishing on a star that I'd never grow boobs. As a kid, you know, other kids wouldn't really quite know how to take me sometimes because they wasn't sure where I'd fit. I always knew I should have been born a boy, but I didn't really realise there was anything that could be done about it. I just ended up really depressed, and I spent a lot of time taking drugs and using escapist techniques, drinking a lot, smoking a lot of weed, with different partners and different girlfriends. I'd say I'm a non-practicing transgender, I used to say. And most of the time, girls go, oh, okay, And then I started dating this girl who had done a lot of training in psychology at university. And when I told her I'm a non-practicing transgender spiel, she thought it was hilarious. She cracked up laughing, thought it was funny as. I remember at the time I was quite shocked. I was like, how could you say that? Like, this is serious business. And she's like, well, you either are or you aren't. And I think just something in that moment just clicked for me. It was like, it's time. I've got to do this. I can't sit and survive like this anymore. So I went and saw a doctor and I got a referral and started my transition. Coming out was pretty easy for me. Pretty much said to everybody, it was like, you know how I should have been born a boy? They'd be like, yeah. It's like, I'm going to do something about that. And most people were of the opinion, it's about time, Nick. I was frightened to tell my parents, of course. I made my mum, who has divorced my father like 15, 20 years ago, come along when I had to tell him that day, and that was scary. I was more scared of that he was going to blame himself, that he was going to reject me, or I was worried how he would take it personally. For years I'd go to like Fair Day and always on the lookout for trans guys, and I just couldn't find anyone. In the end, I started a Facebook page, and lo and behold, there was other guys that found it too. And before I knew it, I had like 50 guys in there, and they were coming to me for support and asking me questions. And I'm like, I've only been on T 6 months. I don't know shit. But I searched answers and I looked for answers to help these guys, because most of them were a lot younger than I was. So I thought, well, someone's got to find the answers. So I ended up approaching Living Proud, asking for help from them, because a lot of these guys are suicidal and self-harming and in a real bad way in their mental health, and I didn't know how to help them. I didn't know what to say or what to do to make it any better. So Living Proud put me through the suicide intervention course, the assist course, and a whole bunch of others, and that really opened my eyes to a lot of issues and things that I hadn't considered. It's just got bigger and bigger and bigger, and we recently rebranded ourselves as Trans Folk, because there's a lot of trans women and non-binary people started coming to our events and barbecues that we'd have and parties and things that we would have, because they just didn't have the little social circle going that we had going. It's worked out pretty well. Now we've got a group for juniors, and a parents group, and a partners group, and it's all really helpful for everybody, I think, just to have that sense of community and know that you've got someone you can talk to and ask questions. It was a bit lonely there for a while, but I've got some really good mates now. I like helping people and making sure that they're safe, I guess. Tell people how you feel. If you're honest with yourself and honest with people in front of you, and even if you don't have all the answers, that's okay. Just tell people how you feel, and you'll be surprised who listens. It doesn't matter who you are or what you're like. If you know that you're male or female or in between on the inside, then that's who you are.